year. This is the first ever matchup.
In all the college basketball. And Jackson Shellstead didn't waste any time getting off the first shot. Dakota.
Three-pointer is good.
They can shoot the three ball, so Oregon is going to have to close out harder on them.
That one rims out for Biddle. Starting lineups placing Damon Wilkinson at the 5. He picks up an early foul. Slips out of the hands of Des Lindsey, who gets an ugly-looking fall. Should be back soon, but Pryor is a starter that's out of the mix tonight for Oregon. As 3 of 3 from the field. 2 of them are threes. And shuts
on that possession. That should have been a turnover.
See, really, both teams have struggled early with turnovers in their seasons. As Kwame Evans to rebound. Evans also fighting, as is Simpkins for a big 2. Off the mark, timeout. And Des Lindsey is
Jackson does.
Seiler turns the corner, floats it home.
How about that far here tonight?
Simpkins had 18 in the opener against Hawaii, including 10. Double-double. Sets the screen here for Seiler, who rocks into it. Good contest, but it's still been an unfortunate theme the first couple games for the Ducks. The turnovers, though, Dana Altman said there were off the re-screen. Gary kicks back out to Moores. And Luke Hurdle here, and Wei Lin, the first ever former pro from China to play in the NCAA. It's up Kovzisti, they both get a look. And that almost rolled in, but tipped in by Biddle.
Man, they did what this young man could do, the first ever player from China. Fella.
Yeah.
Well, that means it's LeBron, because LeBron always saying Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
Nice pass. Addition to the Oregon Ducks. Another good look.
Back rim for Kwame Evans. Dribbles away from the double. Lynn, quick trigger. This hasn't quite happened for Wilkinson. He's got post moves.
And that was a nice look here. Yeah, that's pretty cool, though. That's something that is not on my bucket list. Whitewater Rapids.
Hey, one of his top assistants, Mike Menega, was Jackson's the guy they go to when they're in a tough spot. He finds Delzell.
Another one of those guys that I thought could really shoot the rock from what I saw at shoot around.
Jackson sprung free. That's strong.
Atlanta's looking for a screen.
Takes it himself. And
might be struggling with his shot, but boy, if he gets it going.
Nice move by Wilkinson, but like a month ago, and he knows very little English, so that's the biggest hurdle right now for him. Step back 3, Hurdle. South Dakota State has got Evans, puts it up.
He's had 2 really good looks from 3, but hadn't been able to knock either one of them down.
Hurdle, nice rip move, a foul and a State.
A nice looking stroke.
Demir grabs the offensive board and sets up Simpkins.
They look like he can to me. Look at him on the defensive end. Chasing guys over screens.
Guard Biddle right here. Biddle loses it.
His head up. He has to know that the double is going to come, so he has to keep his head up and be ready to move that ball and don't take too many dribbles and wait.
3. And he transferred from Wisconsin. Biddle in trouble again, but is able to
tired so far here tonight.
Off the mark for Garrett. Simpkins, baseline. Biddle draws the foul.
Media attention, but you look at that list, and he's 5th all time with the win.
Nate Biddle was a finalist for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award last year.
How about that? That hand must be okay. He's diving after a loose ball.
Moores made one recently.
Tougher.
Shellstack, catch and shoot. It's pure.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do, turnover.
He's open again.
He's definitely going to let it go.
On the flip side, Dana Altman has focused a lot on increasing their pace through the first couple of games. Has an extra pass. This is pinging around. Lindsey Simpkins. I love for Simpkins. Late shot clock. One more pass. Lindsey.
Get it off.
Violation.
I don't think they saw the shot clock.
Back to the well here. Wilkinson against Biddle. Oh, it just hasn't quite worked. Tip to Delzell for two. Haven't gone in.
We got to think he's thinking about Nate Biddle a little bit.
Jackson.
He's got to get something going. Came into this one averaging 17. There he is.
There is David. Double team against Biddle. Great look. Wide open. Shell stab the miss. Draws a crowd and turns it over. Stolen by Takai Simpkins. He is on the move in a hurry, and he's fouled by Jake. We'll see how this one progresses. Oregon create a little bit of separation in recent.
That AJ, at first I thought that was like a dark green, but that's black and yellow with some black patent leather.
Sneakerhead, you're always looking at the shoes.
Oh yeah, you got to, man. You got to rock the fly kicks.
Maybe a sensitive area.
Another turnover right there. Jackson Stell says slip.
Lynn. Joe Seiler.
That's a great job by Kwame Evans.
Tough shot. Hurdle. Date. So he's got that in his bag, apparently. Simpkins.
Yeah, that's good. I can see soon as it left.
High Simpkins, the Elon transfer.
Nice pass.
Wilkinson going to the.
He's a nice looking player.
After, you know, it's your
interior for guys like Nate Biddle and Kwame Evans. You always need somebody out there that can knock. He's not making it right now, but he's not backing away from him.
Shellstack clears out space, and that was in.
Well, you would think it would give Waylon a lot of key experience. Even though he was a pro over in China, he's new to the American game.
Field, still down 9. Seiler leans in. Good.
Nice pass.
In amongst two defenders. That was just an interesting move by Wilkinson.
He found a little seam to get through. A nice touch at the free throw line for a big guy. And they're only down 5 with their leading scorer, only going 2 points so far here in the first half. Peterson knows the type of guys they want to go after.
Sunday at 7 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. I heard some more noise today from A.J. Brown. Jackson trying to get on track. Has to unload it at the very end of the game clock. Jackson.
Yeah, Oregon with some nice defensive pressure on the perimeter. I can't gamble like that, though. Not a bad pass.
Dropped off to Moores. Just scored the last bucket off of one leg. The vocal.
I'm going to take another look at this. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a good job of establishing Nate Biddle from getting easy position like that.
He did there, but couldn't drop it home.
I like the fact that he's not forcing it, trying to get himself going, but he's going to have to get himself going if they're going to have a chance to win.
Nice pull.
Of a lost start in today's game with so much value placed on the 3. Oh, good hands.
Lindsey got the buck.
He's a little rusty, AJ. You mentioned being out for 5 weeks with that broken hand.
Wilkinson crashed. Quite have the muscle for the next level, for the high major level, but just knows how to get buckets inside.
He didn't go.
That was his first free throw miss in 5 tries.
You jinxed him. Broadcasters do. Oh, bad pass.
Stolen by Moores. Foul on Biddle.
Another play.
7 turnovers for Oregon. Wilkinson, that's 2.
But they don't give South Dakota State too much confidence.
Biddle can stretch the floor from that center position.
That's the thing. Yeah, good hands by Jackson Shellstad. You can see Oregon is really active with their hands, trying to go for steals. High screen to see if he can get himself free for a jumper.
Instead, sets up Lindsey for 3.
Another mid-range jumper.
Hand check foul on Sean Stewart, matched up against Moores.
The defender has to honor him out there behind the three-point line because he can shoot it. Oh, nice pass.
Wilkinson seals out that space. Biddle puts his head down. Shellstad from the corner.
You can see he's still a little
can't. Coach Altman credited him with his conditioning, still staying in great shape. And Rice hang around and almost steal one. They don't want that to happen again, as that got stuck. Always a great family atmosphere here inside Matthew Knight Arena.
3 seconds in the lane. Great defense.
Get Oregon into its set quickly. And a foul off the ball. I think that's going on Wilkinson down low. The centers for South Dakota State have 3. Double team against Biddle. Finds the open man. Great play by...
What could he do? That time he had his head up, saw the double coming, and made a beautiful pass for a wide open 3.
That was the large...
And these South Dakota State guards are tough. They can really shoot the basketball.
Take a little time for big guys to learn how to make that pass out of that double team.
Yeah, because I don't think they really want to kick it out.
And his high school teammate at Montana.
So this is a huge possession for the Jackrabbits. Whoa, from way downtown.
As Moore's coach, if you can get Sean Stewart, you got to do it. And so far, he's a typical player.
I'm really jealous because when I was in college, we had a chance to pick up a guy named Robert Pack. And I know the people in here trying to go inside to Nate
Stewart. He tripped, no call, in addition to college basketball. Turnaround jumper, no good. Hands off for Biddle. Biddle banging inside, a lot of bodies in the way.
Got the shot they wanted.
3 for 15 from 3. Kobzisti contested 3. It's in! 20+ wins all 15 previous seasons as Oregon head coach.
How about that, man? That's just
a breakthrough again. Their last Sweet 16 was in 2021. Kobzisti.
He's from the Ukraine, but he's got a little swag like he's from the hood. Look like he's a little bit of a trash one. You know, if the Jackrabbits don't have a chance at winning this one,
Drew Cole.
He's been extremely quiet. That's only his 2nd basket.
Here he is. Yes, 2 in a row.
This game with 19 3-point attempts, so let's see if he can get cooking.
Kobzisti, player, more of a chance this season. Delzell. Okay, the shooters are heating up all of a sudden here.
Oh, boy. You can see they've come in here with a whole lot of confidence.
6-0 run. 3 straight feet back from Kobzisti.
Oh, great defense by South Dakota State.
Against Jackson, Shellstad. He had been 2 for 10 from deep. No call there on the play by Kobzisti.
Falls down. Offense makes him pay.
Man, just before 8 o'clock here, local time.
Down some big time shots.
Around the back to Carter. That would have been a highlight as well.
Oh, I don't know if he's going to get a chance to get some looks.
South Dakota State is 5 for its last 5. And a takeaway by Squires.
Bad pass that time.
Aggressive and off the glass.
Great showing for Coach Peterson's ball team. Let him get going.
7 straight for South Dakota State. And at the end of the timer, Shellstad.
They're not going to guard Jackson out of bounds. Got expecting this game to be this close.
Hurdle just slipped. Shellstad off it for Shellstad.
That was definitely NBA continuation right there because I'm thinking to myself, nah, they're not going to get it. But now they have the rule to benefit them. He misses the free throw. You can see he just doesn't have his...
Kalen Gary. Dig out some space against... How do we get them open looks? How do we get them the right looks? Off the inbounds.
Just like that. Once again, excellent job defensively by South Dakota State. They're going to make Oregon use all of this clock. Jackson Shellstad got up there. He's asking to come out of the game.
Stop the game if he's injured in the NCAA. Instead, missed by Moores.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out of the ball game.
Stewart.
Taped. I don't think he was taped initially, but I saw them tape him up over there when he was on the bench. Tough shot.
Biddle, I think. Now, Shellstad, Des Lindsey. Evans for 3. Yes! Should be a guy that competes for maybe double-figure scoring this year. That was his...
But Oregon's going to need him to have a big year if they're going to make the tournament.
Tough lefty shot, still goes. Shellstad.
He's not going back down from his shot.
2 from deep. Taking 12 of them.
How about that? That's
Bruises.
a nice job right there. But we take a look right here. That's just left-handed. Hurdle's got to make these free throws. He's too good of a shooter to lose points on the board. Like been using almost the entire shot clock on each possession. He hasn't been able to get any good looks early.
Little feet. Moore's able to defend him well there. Rolled out. Simpkins unleashes a 3.
Chemistry because they don't have it right now.
4th 3 of the game though for Simpkins. Moore's looking for the answer. Not going to happen.
Then he just forces the issue, AJ. I don't think he has anywhere to go right here. 4 guys there. Official talking to him over there.
Look,
he walked over to the trainer.
At his cheek. He had a little scrape, it seemed like. So it's been, but it's symbolic of how this game has been played. It's been
physical.
Physical, well-played game with 4:42 left. They have really 2 true bigs that they play, and one of them's out. The other one has 4 fouls. Hurdle making something happen. Seiler, who touched it last.
Kwame Evans came over the top, but they called it off one of the Jackrabbit players.
That is challenge. Shellstad probing. This is the mid-range jumper.
That shot was pretty.
Came out with that injury now. Returns. Squires kick out. Seiler missed it.
Let's see if it pays off for him.
Evans, right-handed. He's a natural.
Pushing up, playing a little bit of zone. They need a bucket right here. Let's see who they go to.
Oregon.
Being aggressive out here on the perimeter, but yeah, you can see right there. Got away with that one, but didn't get away with that one.
2 minutes, so it's been a hot and cold one.
Yeah, Hurdle went 1 for 2 his last time to the line. Let's see if he can get both of these.
3rd school for him, goes 1 for 2. He's 3 for 6 overall. Shellstad catch and shoot. Key rebound here. Evans. Shot clock under 5.
He was looking for Nate Biddle down there. I thought he had it.
Rainbow 3. Oh my God. The few times the ball has bounced Oregon's way in this one. Some
double figures.
Using that little push off. Shellstad creates.
Knight from South Dakota State.
Deep 3, Delzell.
I just try to run as much clock as I can and make him foul me. Go to the free throw line and knock him down.
The MO for Dana Altman is March. I mean, he always has his team peaking at the right time.
Rival in the state, and then Auburn, San Diego State, USC, and UCLA. Man, that's a tough stretch.
Again. Turnaround for Joe Sumner, a 2-possession game for most of the second half.
They were playing extremely well midway through the second half, and then their leading scorer, Jaden Jackson. Yeah, they like to use that red shirt year. Oh, wow.
Shellstad on his own.
Yeah, that's it. Shellstad from an easy layup.
No timeouts left, but they put that last timeout to good use there. Long ball, scored 20 points.
Yeah. Shellstad didn't shoot the ball extremely well from.
Evans gets it across and gets fouled with 38 points. But there is something different between running on a treadmill and
different things. And then you talk about breaking, not only breaking a hand, but breaking your shooting hand, which is tough. You can see that black guys leaning on you, as you said. You're not going to have anybody leaning on you on a treadmill.
Because as much as Biddle's probably going to pile up.
Yeah, he has to play well if they're going to have any type of success.
So maybe not a coincidence, the fact that it's been a bumpier start.
You know, impressive job by those guys competing and hanging with Oregon.
Very open about it, not going to be known for their athletics. One more attempt for Gary. Rebound.